Wealthsimple is starting to Enshittify, and I'm not happy with it. This is what this Redditor has posted about 2 days ago. And while a year ago even, I would totally disagree with him. Today, I have some thoughts on this topic. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's read this really quickly. Been with them for years, really liked it, recommended it to everyone. Became the premium thing with that very heavy metal card that makes me feel some aversion. Lately though, the app won't stop pushing notifications and banners for things I said no to multiple times. I unsubscribed from their emails because it was getting too much, still getting them daily. The app, which used to be incredibly stable, is now bugging out on me regularly. Last month shows $4,000 extra in my account for a few seconds, then vanished. Cool. And the moves they're making don't sit right with me. Rumors of bringing prediction markets, polymarket style, to Canadian retail customers, a partnership with Twitter. That's not the company I'm signed up with. I'm not living for now, but I've stopped recommending them to people, which honestly says a lot given how much I used to push them. Will reassess when I have a clearer picture of where they're actually taking this thing. Not smelling good. And before we go anywhere with this, I would like to say, first of all, that I do agree that there has been a lot of stuff happening for Wealthsimple. I've mentioned I've been with them for over 10 years now. I mean, back when they had the robo-advisor, and then when they opened the Wealthsimple trade, through all this. And I do agree that the past year they have been doing a lot. I mean, the wallets. Let me see. Do I have mine here? Oh yeah, the wallets. I got a purple one. I don't really put it on my phone. Doesn't quite. It's kind of cool. But again, would I have still put that $1,000, I think, into Wealthsimple even if the wallet wasn't on the line? I would say yeah. And again, obviously, this is just one example. I think my keychain is getting shipped as well. And I mean, they've had a couple giveaways of the houses, the gold giveaway, and they're all kind of cool. I mean, I know a few people that have been spinning this coin every day, just try to get some gold entries. And I did too a couple times. Of course, nothing came out of it, which it would have been cool if it did. Nothing came out of it. I didn't get a giant house in New Brunswick. I didn't get a bar of gold, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, was there a need for it necessarily? I'm not sure. Was that a great marketing campaign? I mean, potentially. I knew Wealthsimple was doing gold. I didn't have to be spinning the coin to kind of figure that out. But of course, I can't speak for everybody. So I guess it's stuff like this. And I'm going to be honest. Actually, it's funny. I think I have a notification. I just cleared it. Okay. The notification to watch the trade show, I got it. Yeah. And actually, I have just kind of finished watching it almost. Yeah. I mean, they've been bugging me to sign up for the trade show. And then when I said, okay, sure, actually, the trade show has already passed, but there were still notifications about it to like, hey, go watch it. And it was great. I mean, it was really cool. All the features they introduced. I made a previous video on it. It was a really cool panel, really cool setup where they were actually showing the new trading platform. They were talking about futures trading. That was really cool. However, once again, they didn't need to push these notifications 20 times. This is just not the level of professionalism I appreciate. I mean, at this point, they're just being like Mumu. What are they? Let me see. They just have to change their color to bright orange, maybe add some AI to their stuff, and yeah, they'll be just like that. But anyways, is Wealthsimple going through this Enshittification phase? It is hard to tell. I'm going to be honest. I guess all these deals, all these giveaways, that's not necessarily the sign of Enshittification. The sign of it, in my opinion, is when the services don't actually work good anymore. The services that have brought you to the platform. And here, I guess he's saying that, yeah, he's got the super stable up is now bugging out on me regularly. To be honest with you, I have not experienced that personally. It has been fairly consistent for the most part. I have not had any issues. I've noticed it's getting a little too busy, a little too hard to navigate, but not hard enough. And I'm just checking super quickly here. I think overall it's okay. The feature I don't like, for example, is where they have the suggested accounts that I should open that I haven't open in however many years I've been with the company, but there's no way to dismiss it. There is some clutter in the app, but I wouldn't say it's becoming like garbage necessarily. And let's take a look at some comments. So this is a classic startup to big boy company growing pains. As long as they keep my money safe and don't get greedy with the fees, they can keep handing out key rings and laptops as much as they like. I have not heard of laptops. Oh, I think you have to transfer some money from another institution. That's why, yes. The second they start creeping up management fees, then it's over, and I and my generation account funds jump to Questrade literally overnight. I have zero loyalty to any company. Yeah, typical generation account user. Impossible level challenge for a generation user to not mention that they are a generation account. user. I just love that. I don't know. Maybe it's just funny. It's never just that. Oh, I only have 5,000. It's always the I am a generation account user, which good for them. But totally, yeah. Company have zero loyalty to consumers, so the mindset is only correct mindset to have. I like keeping equal amounts in Questrade and Wealthsimple to play them off each other. If Wealthsimple crushes the competition, we're screwed because they'll start becoming like the big banks. And it's true to an extent, although I would say Wealthsimple definitely is crushing the competition for the most part. And this is a startup playbook, so burst into scene with a new innovative platform that shakes up the industry. That's a check. Slowly make the users dependent on you by locking them in different pay periods. Sure. I mean, and other perks like waiving credit card fee. I feel like that's a bigger one for a lot of people. Yeah. After gaining a mass of dependent users, VC is demanding to start turning a profit, which I'm quite certain Wealthsimple is quite profitable as is, continuing to woo new customers with perks that are no longer available to the existing ones. I suppose. I guess transfer, like getting a couple percent for transferring your money in, but otherwise, I don't know what else Wealthsimple has. Eventually, it can provide the money-losing services and perks that drew customers in the first place, and massive growth in users it had depended on slowly slows to a trickle as everyone is already there. I mean, that's fair. I think pretty much everyone I know using Wealthsimple. To turn a profit it had to Enshittify starts to resemble the competitors that it tried to distinguish itself from in the first place. And then main user base becomes those who remains. We can enjoy that for as long as it lasts because there will always be a new startup waiting in the wings for the cycle to start all over again. And I mean, I obviously don't know the future, but with all the perks for having, a certain amount of money, you get a free Uber one, you get a Strava, you get some Dragon Pass, lounge passes for, crossing every $100,000 milestone, then you become a generation user. I don't think they'll be going away anytime soon. I feel like that's a big reason they are there. But of course, it's a speculation. But come on, if Wealthsimple removes all these perks, I don't actually have the credit card. I've talked about it a lot, how I don't really necessarily care about it that much. I mean, the metal card would be cool. I have one from crypto.com that's also metal, and it was really cool. But I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary per se. And of course, some people say fair, but they're still ahead of everyone else. Now that Questrade has a charter bank, I no longer think Wealthsimple as better than them. EQ, once they expand their service offerings too. I am actually banking with EQ. I made a whole video of how I switched from RBC to EQ. I agree that their service as a bank is amazing. I'm not sure about their investing. I don't think they do any investing at the moment. So I don't know if EQ kind of falls in this category, but maybe. I mean, they have been doing a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, the move with X, I made a video about that, was definitely a big, like, what's going on that I'm not happy about. A lot of team effort that could have been spent better. And totally, that's a big one. Because again, using Wealthsimple tickers, like you can click on a ticker in X on Twitter and it sends you to Wealthsimple to buy that stock. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's whatever. But again, for a big team of software engineers, could there have been something? Is that the marketing they expected? Maybe this outrage or whatever is what they've actually planned for? Because I don't know a single person who had anything good to say about it. I don't think I've seen that person. Again, mostly online, but in real life either. So I don't know. Just to kind of get back, as I've been saying, they've been adding a lot of stuff. They've added gold trading, they've added futures. I think the options have only come around in the past 2 years as well. Maybe I'm wrong, but they've just released this new platform for active traders. They keep adding more and more benefits, lowering their fees. I think their fees for crypto trading have decreased a lot, which I don't really use it, but anyways. And the biggest one is they've been forcing big banks to actually offer some free ETFs. Like if you have RSP with RBC, for example, as your employer, you can actually now buy XEQT for free versus paying $10 just a couple years ago. So I think this is amazing. And while it's hard to speculate, I think they have been delivering a lot. Oh, the credit card itself, I guess too. It hasn't actually been that long. It's been under 2 years. So they have been delivering a lot. If you compare it to any big bank or even smaller bank offerings, there's been a lot of innovation happening, which I am really happy about. Of course, nothing good lasts forever, but I hope Wealthsimple stays good for as long as possible. Anyways, I'm gonna go back and finish watching the trade show and Mr. Carson speculating on the future of Canada. But I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have some thoughts, I know people have been wary of too many new things happening too fast. The world has been moving really, really, I would say too quickly in the past few years. But what do you think? Is Wealthsimple actively enshittifying itself? Or are they just trying to stand out from the crowd in this noise where there's 50 different startups showing up every month? And they're trying to stand out from the crowd. So let me know what you think, guys. And I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.